everybody, MOVATI OnDemand. This is Tracy Kelly, and I'm one of the personal trainers here at the club. Today we are going to just need 2 sets of weights, maybe 3 if you have them. You want a heavy set and you want a light set. That's all you're going to need. We're going to work upper body, biceps, triceps, shoulders. This would be a split day. Another day I'm going to come on, we'll do a chest and a back. But for today, biceps, triceps, shoulders. So let's get into it, guys. I want you to first start to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So this is going to be a 30-minute class. We are doing 2 sets of everything. There's going to be 3 exercises back to back. We'll take a little break, and then we will run through them again. Let's roll the shoulders up and forward. Perfect. Now, because we're working into the shoulders, we want to make sure we warm up those shoulders. Give me 3 more, guys. Last 2. Now, let's go back and make it bigger. Elbows going back. Soft knees, feet straight ahead. Looks really great, guys. Remember, you want to increase your range of motion here. We got to warm up those shoulder joints. Perfect. Give me 1 more. And let's bring it forward. Now, I want you to work to fatigue. So take the heaviest weights that you have, but make sure you have good form, because guess what? You can always drop down the weight. 2 more, guys, and let's swim. So let's go right and left. So think about swimming backwards. Excellent. Good. Give me 4 more. And 3. We're going to hug and open up. Make sure the elbows are soft. So just give me a hug and open. Now, I don't have super heavy weights, but just imagine when I have my heavy weights, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go as heavy as I can and fatigue, which means we're going to go for about 8 to even up to 12 reps. If you get fatigued and you need to stop, because we're only going to do a few extra reps. Excellent, guys. Now, let's just warm up a little bit with the squats. We don't really need to do squats other than the second move. It's going to be this little mini squat, and the arm's going to go overhead. So let's practice that. Arms and up. Mini squat and up. Mini squat and up. Now, let's do just the right arm. Are you ready? Mini squat and up and up. Perfect. 3 more. Perfect. 1 more after this. Let's do the left arm. And up. Nice. Excellent. Last 2. 2 more. And we are ready to go. So if you want to have a quick sip of water, have a sip of water. So I want you to take the heaviest weights that you have. We're going to do a shoulder press. Now, I said we've got 2 sets only. So you're going to go as heavy as you can. Feet pointed straight ahead. You've got yourself with soft knees. Bring the weights up. We're going to go single, single, double. So let's do right arm and left arm and double. Perfect. Right arm and left arm and double. So the second time we go through this, now my weight isn't as heavy. You might be going slower, okay? And both. You want to use your breath. Right arm and left arm and both. Right arm and left arm and both. Now I consider a right and a left 1 rep. This is rep 2. So 1, 1. Perfect. So we've done 8 of them. So if you're getting tired, you stop right there. There's 10. Can we go 1 more? Right arm, left arm. And perfect. Now you're taking that heavy weight. We're going to do a right arm first. And remember I said about that mini squat, we're going to do a tricep overhead. So it's a mini squat and a tricep extension. Mini squat, tricep. Now, if you find that you're a little shaky, there is nothing wrong with taking your other hand, left hand, supporting that shoulder, okay? If you find that you're still a little shaky, go down and wait. Take the lighter weight. This is a lot harder than it looks. We're using the momentum of the swing to help lift it up, but then we have to stabilize the shoulder to stop the arm from swinging. Then we take that tricep extension. Now, my clients know at home, at the club, I don't always count too well, right? I'll go, this seems about 8. So I think it's 8 now. If you need to stop, stop, take a break. I'm going to go for 12 every time. Here's 10. Here's 11. And 12. Perfect. Switching arms. So now we're into the left arm. Now you might notice one side is easier than the other. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm demoing on right, even though I'm saying left. So I find this side a little easier. Again, if I find I feel a little unstable, then I give myself permission to just support that upper arm. Make sure the core is engaged. Make sure that you are not curving your upper back. All right, that sounds like 8 to me. Here's 9. Woo! 10. 2 more, and then we're into a bicep curl. Last one. Excellent. Now grabbing those heavy weights or the heaviest weights you have, coming into a bicep curl. We're going to start with the palms facing in. We'll go up, lower 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but you'll notice we don't have any music. So I want you to put on whatever music you want to listen to. Maybe it's no music. Maybe it's just the sound of my voice talking you through this. Maybe you need to keep listening out for something else. All good. This is 4. Bring it up, lower. Perfect. We're halfway there. Remember, you want to go very slow. You want to work that eccentric motion. Perfect. So you'll notice we did a shoulder exercise. Then we did a shoulder and a tricep exercise. And now we're working into a bicep. So it's going to be the same when we move on to the next circuit. Oh, where was I? I don't have a client here counting. I go, Kelly, where are we? I'm going to say 2 more, but if you're done, you wait. You can also do 1 arm at a time just to kind of eke out another rep or 2. Last one. Perfect. And done. If you have some water, I want you to grab a sip of water. We're going to take about 30 seconds, so I apologize. I'm kind of looking at the clock there just to make sure. And we're going to go through that again. Remember, the goal is fatigue. I want it to be so hard that you can't finish 12 reps, which means if you finish 8 reps, do 8 reps. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfect. Maybe the next time, the next week you put this on, 9 reps. 2 weeks after, 10, right? And you just slowly progress. Once you can do 2 sets, let's grab those weights, of the 12 reps, it's time to increase the weight a little bit. So the first move, guys, shoulder press. Now we did right, left. We're going to do left, right. So left and right and both. Perfect. Take your time. Right. Now I'm showing you with the palms facing. For some of us, this can be difficult. There's no rule in the book that says that you have to have your palms facing away, okay? You could be here. You're still doing a shoulder press overhead, okay? So if you found that maybe it bothered your shoulder with the heavier weight, with the palms facing outwards, but now the palms are in and you're okay, do that. Maybe you want to alternate. Maybe the first set, you'll do the palms facing out, and then this time, the second set, you'll do the palms facing away. That was 8, guys, which means we only have to do this 2 more times. So that in my books is 10. One more. Excellent. Push, push, push. Perfect. We set down one weight. We're doing that little mini squat. Weight is in the left hand. Mini squat, up, tricep extension. Good. Remember what I said. If you feel a little shaky, give yourself the support. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still working hard. Stabilize the shoulder. Try to keep that elbow as close in towards the head and the hairline as possible. If you find that you feel any issue in the shoulders or the elbows, I want you to drop down the weight. That's 6, guys. Keep going. You're doing great. Excellent. Now that's 8. Remember I said about fatigue. You should be very unhappy right now. You should be like, but I don't want you to lose form, right? So if I was getting very fatigued, I might use my other hand to help me up or stop, okay? I'm going to the 12. You might have stopped at the 8. This is the last one for 12. And we switch. Right hand, bringing it up. Perfect. Stabilize, core engaged, knees are soft. So I'm not really doing a squat. I'm just allowing the arm momentum to bring it up. How you doing? You doing good? Don't worry, you're not going to drop the weight. I have faith in you. Be careful that you don't overarch the back as well, right? I know you're swinging it up there, but remember it's all about what? It's all about control. Now my little arm says this was 8 right here. You're like, Tracy, it was 9. Good. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Last 2. Last one, last one. Oh, excellent job grabbing those heavy weights. And we're going to the bicep curl. We go up, lower, lower, lower. Good. Now again, we did left arm first. The second time, you might feel the difference because that left arm got a rest, a little extra rest on that second round coming into the bicep. Good, good job. Shoulders back, chin up, chest up. So what's the weather like where you guys are? Is it good? We had a little bit of snow today, not too much. Got 5 more. Good, 4 more. So we're at 8. In my book, you're done. If you're feeling it and you need to stop, stop. Give yourself permission to stop. If you feel like you've got a couple more, maybe one arm, one arm. This is 11. And last one, last one. Fantastic. Again, if you have some water, give yourself a quick sip. We've got about 30 seconds, okay? The first move, and I'll show it to you while you're having a little break, is shoulder tees. I personally just like to put my thumbs on the ends of the weights. That's how I can kind of gauge how high I am. When you lift into this, make sure you don't over lift, okay? If you lift higher than your shoulder, you're going to use your neck muscles, and believe me, I don't think we need those anymore, okay? We get enough already, sitting, texting, so we want to think of our shoulders doing the work. All right, we've got our thumbs on the ends of the weights, soft knees, feet straight ahead. We lift up, out, and down. Now the other thing I want you to think about in this is when you open the arms up and press back, imagine somebody's trying to stop you opening up your arms. Or maybe you're pushing through mud, and really try to think about getting in between your shoulder blades. There should be no pain in the neck, right? Be careful that you're not goosenecking, so you're keeping the head and the chin up and it's stationary. Again, we're going for anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. This is my 8. or so I hope so. We got 4 more, guys. Now the next one, unfortunately, is a push-up. For those that have issues with push-ups, I'm going to show you a very quick alternative that you can do instead, okay? And done. So we're coming down onto our knees. Now, a tricep push-up is a lot like a yogi push-up. It's very close to the body and the fingers are spread, okay? So what you'll be in is a crouch position. Now, modification for this can be bum in the air. Nothing wrong with that, okay? If you're able to, you've got your feet up and you're here. You're going to do 1 push-up and then you're going to do rear delt reach, and then 1 push-up, rear delt reach, okay? We are in it, guys. Let's do it. Now remember, if you need to make the modification, and again, there's nothing wrong with it, hands under the shoulders, I'm going to show you. Little push-up, reach. It is way more important that you keep your chin and your chest and your head level, and you give yourself permission to take this modification, okay? What I don't want to see is your head leading the way, okay? This will cause neck issues. Now you might notice you've probably been doing right arm, left arm. We'll switch the next time. Pay attention to what you're doing. Again, I'm showing right now the modification for this. Remember, elbow super tight. Just breathing. You're looking straight down. Trust yourself. Make sure the fingers are spread. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. Let's go for 2 more, guys. 2 more. I know you've got this. 1 more. Perfect. Now we're moving into what's called a concentration curl. We're going to stay down on our knees. We'll actually do the hammer curl first. I give myself permission to change my mind. So you could stay down if you wanted to, okay? That's no knee issues. If you don't like being on your knees, let's bring ourselves back up. Thumbs again can be onto the weights. We're going to do palms facing in the whole time. Down, down. Excellent. Coming up and down, down. Great. Couple of points here. Be careful that you're not throwing the weight. Don't throw the weight up. Lift it with control. Lower it with control. That just might mean that you just have to lower the weight a little bit. Or maybe you're only doing 8 reps instead of the 12. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? Like I said, the idea is that you're going to be doing this over and over again. Right? Split days are really great if you don't have a lot of time. So you're getting in, you're just hitting a couple of spots. Maybe tomorrow you'll do legs. Next day you'll do upper body again. Next day you'll do legs. Maybe you'll do a cardio class. All good. Let's do 2 more. Nice and slow. Excellent. Let's give ourselves 30 seconds. I'm going to take a moment to adjust my glasses. You can tell when I'm sweating because they'll just start floating down. If you have glasses, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If we're feeling in our wrists, we can give ourselves a little stretch. A little bit into the shoulders. So we're going to grab those light set of weights, guys. Get ready in 4, 3. So if you got those shoulder tees, feet straight ahead, knees are soft. We lift forward, side, down. So it can be hard in this position to really try to think about what you're working. When you open up, really think shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades. I don't know if you noticed, but I actually close my eyes. Sometimes it helps, if balance isn't an issue, to kind of close your eyes and think shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades. Think about the muscles that you're working. My neck is completely soft. There's no tension there. Perfect. 4 more. And I know you're probably a little bit shaky. You're doing great. Good. Last 2. Oh, we're back to those push-ups, but I'll tell you, this is the only push-ups that you have. Promise. Promise. Okay? You may be down again, but I won't have you doing push-ups. So, coming down again. If you feel that you can come up, if you feel you can do a full push-up, you go for it, right? Make sure the glutes are engaged. If you need to bring the bum down, you can come back a little bit, and you have it very tight to the body. Fingers are spread, and you're taking your time. Now, I had mentioned we'd switch, so let's do left arm and right arm. Notice I'm in no rush. Elbows are super tight. I'm trying to keep my chin in line, and I felt it kind of go out of alignment that last time. Now, I'll tell you, things you might not have known about Tracy. I was actually in the Army Reserves. Nobody, I'm pretty sure, hates push-ups as much as I do. But I also understand the value of them, okay? I've fallen a couple of times on the ice. I've needed times where I had to pull myself up. You need that upper body strength. Good. That feels like 8 to me, and I don't want to do 12. Perfect. Let's do 2 more. If you need to take a break, just take a break. I took a break through that one. Did you see that? Last one, guys, if you're going for it. Excellent. You can opt to stay down to do the hammer curl. I'm going to stand up just because I don't like being on my knees for too long. Safe pickup of those weights. Hammer curl. So we lift up, going nice and slow. Now I want you to also think about both weights working together. You might have one arm that's a lot stronger than the other. That's the one that wants to hang out a little bit longer. The weaker arm wants to lift up faster and it wants to drop faster. So try to have them working harmoniously, moving together. We're halfway there, guys, halfway there. So that's 6. Remember, please remember, you do not have to do 12. This one's 8 right here. And if you've reached fatigue, give yourself permission to stop, right? That's how we get stronger. Good form, slow, taking our time, making sure that we're doing it right, and then maybe the next time, 1 extra rep. Maybe a little heavier weight, and we are done that. Perfect. Again, take a little moment. Take a little tricep stretch. Now I'm showing you a different variation of a tricep stretch. Don't do this with your head. If you have to adjust your head just to get into this position, you're better off here, right? Soft knees, belly's pulled in. Switch sides. All right, next 3 exercises. We have the Arnold press. We're going to do the same thing as we did in the shoulder press. We're going to do, let's do left arm first, because maybe your left arm is a little weaker than your right, so we'll burn it out first. Feet again are planted, toes pointed straight ahead. Soft knees, pull belly in, shoulders are back. You're going to have the palms facing in towards you. We're going to slowly roll that left arm out, press up, down, and in. Then we do the right, open, push, down, and then we do both. Both of them, press, in, and in. Let's do left again. Left arm, and right arm. So we're getting a little bit of core work here when we do these one-arm movements. Both arms. because that one arm movement is going to pull your body out of alignment a little bit, and you're going to brace. You're going to squeeze your bum, activate your glutes, activate your core. Good, both. So we're halfway there. That was 6. Good, open up, press. Doing great, open up, press. Now this is 8, and if you're feeling your form starting to falter, you're arching your back, stop, right? Don't worry about it. Come back the next time, maybe try to eke out one more left, one more right, and then stop. Let's do both. All right, we got one more. I can definitely feel this. Perfect, and both. And you should be feeling it because we're hitting the same areas over and over again. And break. Now, if you have wrist issues, okay, I'd rather you stay up when we do, and I'll face this way so you can see, when we do our tricep extension, don't feel that you have to come down onto your knees, okay? I'm going to come down onto my hands and knees. We're going to do our left first. So weight is into the left hand, fingers are spread. We're going to pull that up, and we extend and bend. Extend and bend. Now, if you're looking for just a little more challenge, I'm going to give you an option. You could extend that right leg back. You could also barely lift it off of the ground, so it's just hovering. Make sure you're not leaning towards that left side. I do believe my counting says this is 8. Permission to stop if you would like to. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Weight comes down. If you're standing, I want you to switch sides. So you're bringing forward the left leg forward, and you've got your weight in the right hand. If you're down on hands and knees with me, bringing the weight up, extending and bending, okay? Notice, I've got a soft elbow. I'm trying not to lock that out. My left hand is right underneath my shoulder. If I want a little extra challenge, I could extend that leg. I could also lift it up. Good, we got 6 more. It's important not to overlift this leg, okay? It's barely lifting. Glute is contracting. You've got 4 more, guys. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Perfect. Now, if you were standing, maybe sit in a chair, but if you don't mind being on your knees for even 30 seconds, I would love you to actually come down. So you're going to stay down onto the right knee. Left arm, left leg, my apologies, comes out to the side, and you're going to grab the weight. Now, if you want to double up your weight or even grab one of each, you can. You'll be leaning slightly forward, and we're coming into that concentration curl. Nice and slow. So if there was ever a time to increase your weight, this is going to be it, right here. Nice and slow, 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 slow. Perfect, bring it up. Now you'll notice the elbow, I'm not pressing it against my leg. I have the arm hanging straight down. So what makes this harder is we can't really use any support, and we want to keep that elbow pointing straight down while we're coming into this position. I think there's 4 more, guys. Perfect, you're doing great. Excellent. I'm going to say 1 more. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're actually going to come back up. We're not going to do the other side until we get to the other side. So we're standing up. Let's come into that Arnold press in just about 15 seconds. How are we feeling? We're feeling okay? We're like, I'm feeling good. Right? As I had mentioned, this would be considered a split day. We're only doing our shoulders, our biceps, our triceps. All right. right, guys, let's get ready. So you might have had to drop the weight down, maybe your medium weight or the light weight. We're going to go right, left, and both. Are you ready? Let's go. Right arm. Left arm. And both. So that is 2. Right arm. Left arm. Now, I'm pretty low in this position. If I wanted it harder, I could hold it up more. That's going to put a lot more stress onto the shoulder though. So any shoulder issues, you might want to be down where I am. That's 6. 7, 8. I like the way I count too. Here's 9. And 10. Come on, 11, 12. 11, 12. Push, push, push. If you need to stop, please stop. Listen to your body. Everything is with control, control, control. And that is it for that. Let's lower it back down. So maybe we're again this time left leg forward. If you don't want to come down onto the knees yet, please stay up to do that tricep extension. Otherwise, come down onto hands and knees. I'm onto my left hand. Right arm is up because we're switching. Extend it and bend it. Now, I'm not going to extend my leg this time, but if you wanted to, you could. And if you want to lift it, you could. But I'm going to stay right here because I feel like I'm going to shift too much, and I want to be safe in this. 6 more. 5. Last 4. Core's engaged. 2. So let's switch that weight. If you're standing, it'll be right leg forward, left leg back. Weight is in the left hand. On hands and knees, you've got that hand on the floor, the right hand, bringing it up. If you want to extend that right leg back, please go for it. I'm going to keep mine right dead center. I'm looking down at the floor just above where my thumb is. And when I extend, I'm trying to go for that little crampy feeling because the contraction happens when I extend it. Good. Here's number 8. Perfect. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Weight down. Sip of water. Now we have a standing exercise, seated exercise, and then a standing exercise. It's the order we're doing them in. First one is a rear delt fly, okay? I want you to grab heaviest weights. We're not going to go single, single, double. We're going to go double each time. For the first round, I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to take my left leg forward, my right leg back. We're going to go right into it, guys. My weight's not too heavy, so I don't mind putting my thumbs here. Elbows stay about 3/4 bent, soft knee, and I'm actually sitting a little bit into that right glute. I lift up and lower down. Now I'm looking at the floor. It's about 3 feet in front of me. I don't want to look straight down because then I'm tucking my chin in, and that's not good for my neck. Lifting up a little bit and lowering slow. So it's important that you're going slow. We're not swinging the weight because then we're not really using our strength to lift it. We're using momentum. Here's 7. Here's 6. Now this is the last circuit in case you're wondering. So really, you've only got 5 more minutes. Really, not even that. Where were we? 3, 2, 1. One more. And let's have a seat. Now coming down nice and safe. In this position, feel free to take your lighter weight, maybe one heavier weight, or maybe both of the heavy weights. Now you could sit, if you're someone that does yoga a lot, with your legs extended straight out, great. option to have the legs bent, okay? You're going to grab both weights or one weight, and you're going to press it up, and you're going to go and extend. So we've got a little bit of shoulder work here as well as the tricep. Perfect. So that's 4. Now I want you to keep going, and I'll show you what you do if you only need one weight. So I would hold it on the sides, I would lift it up, bend, extend, and up, bend, and extend. Now you're going to want to collapse. I want you to stay up nice and tall, chest up, chin up, right? Believe in yourself. You've got this. 4 more if you've got it. Big breath in. Make sure you're breathing, you're feeding your muscles. Last 2. And last 1. Perfect. Now we're going to stand up. We're going to do that first rear delt fly again, tricep, and then I have a little surprise finisher at the end. It actually comes from a Pilates move called the offering. Ho ho. So let's bring ourselves up into a standing position, grabbing our heavy weights. I think I had left leg forward last time, so let's do right leg forward. You're sitting back a little bit, putting a lot of weight into that left heel. Arms are bent about for 3/4, so maybe 75%. And we lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. Now, we didn't do the singles in this. If you're getting really tired, now's the time to whip out those singles if you need them, okay? Remember, we're working to fatigue. We want to fatigue those muscles. We want to break them down. Guys, that was 8, 9, 10, 11, one more. Perfect. Weight safely down. Let's have a seat. Now the reason why I have you seated in this, and I'm going to do it with just the one weight, is because you're getting to work your core too, trying to keep yourself upright. Let's go. Up, back, extend, down. It's also kind of throwing you a little bit. Depending on how much weight you have, it's going to want to throw you back a bit. So you got to pull your belly into your spine, chest up, chin up. I think that's 6. Honestly, as long as you're moving, I'm proud of you. You're here. You're doing the best you can. So that's 8. We got 4 more if we've got it. Chest up, chin up. I felt myself cheat a little bit there. Felt myself roll. 2 more. Good, last 1. And we stand up. The final move. We're going for 8 of these, guys. Maybe you're heavyweight. Maybe the first time you do it, I would suggest a lighter weight because I'm looking for full extension, okay? It's going to throw you. Here's the move. Bicep up, halfway, push out, pull in, bring it up and down, okay? Are you ready, guys? Let's go. Bicep all the way, 90 degrees, push out, pull in, go back up and lower down. This is it. This is the last exercise. So once you finish this, you are done. All we're going to do is stretch. You're doing great. Bicep up, lower, push, pull, up, and down. Again, bicep up, lower, push, pull. This feels like halfway to me. Halfway to me. Let's go back up. Good. Push, pull. Excellent, excellent. Good. 3 more. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Good. So if you're not able to get those arms straight, that's just telling you lighter weight. This is the last one, guys. Last one, last one, last one. You got this, you got this, you got this. All the way up. And finished. Fantastic job. If you want to sit down, you can. Let's just take that left shoulder across. Woo, I was feeling that at the end there. Let's bend that left arm. Just rest it over onto your right shoulder. Let's drop the head over to the side, just in case you hit into that neck. Good, head comes up. Release that. Let's go to the other side. This side I feel a little bit more. Resting that hand onto the left shoulder. Let's drop the head over to that left side. Good, and bring it up. Let's take the hands. You're going to interlace them behind you. So I'll show you this way. Interlace your hands behind you. You don't have to worry about them coming off. Just place them down there below your low back. Think of pulling the chest up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Try to keep the head up. Good. We'll do a little bit into the wrist. So I want to again thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking some time out for yourself. Watch for another split day when we work into the chest and the back. You don't want to do them back to back. You definitely want to take at least a day in between and want to recover. It's also good right now to feed your muscles. So treat yourself to maybe a protein shake or, some toast with some avocado and some tomatoes. My daughter loves that. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Thank you very much.